Oh my god, she's a fangirl. Am I a crazy fangirl? No, I'm not. Do I think Cameron Dallas is handsome? Hell yeah. But more importantly, I think he's a positive influence and such an amazing role model for just young people like myself. Basically, I'm going to explain to you what is dating Cameron Dallas. First of all, it's a book. More importantly, it's a fan fiction. About who? I wonder if it's about Cameron Dallas. It is. It is. So I wrote the story on Cameron Dallas, a fan fiction, and it's on Wattpad. Now let me tell you like why I did this and whatever. So I write tons of story. I just write just a bunch, and I found Wattpad from a friend on Twitter, and they were like posting their stories and stuff. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. I would love people to give me feedback on my stories because that's all I do is write. So I made an account and I signed up, whatever, and I think I posted 2 stories, and after a week no one was really reading it. I was just like, oh man, this is a bummer. Maybe my stories like suck or something like that. And then I started to do research on Wattpad, and I realized fan fictions are huge. A lot of people make fan fictions to get traffic to their profile, and then they start posting their own material. I was like, that's a good idea. So I started reading a fan fiction, and I see how involved people get into the fan fictions. It's because you actually know the person that they're talking about. You know what I mean? Like if you're talking about Selena Gomez or somebody in One Direction or the characters of Vampire Diaries, you actually know those characters, and so when they're telling their own story, it's like, oh well, Elena's is like that. She's gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like you know the characters already. So I was just like, okay, I want to try this out. So I deleted both my stories. They are not on my profile anymore. And I was like, hey, let me just make up a fan fiction. And so the fan fiction I was reading, it was about Justin Bieber. And I was doing a lot of research, and there was just a ton of Justin Bieber fan fictions. So I'm just like, hey, I'm not gonna do a Justin Bieber fan fiction. I'm like, who else is super handsome, girls are like in love with, crazy in love, and that people are going to actually come read my story, you know? And I was just like, oh my god, Cameron Dallas. So anyways, I just started writing dating Cameron Dallas, and that was such a boring name because I was just like, hey, I want to get people to my site, and I feel like if they see the name in it, they're gonna come to my thing. And so I started writing it. I was literally writing this story like at the top of my head. I was just writing it, and then I was just posting chapters every other day. And then people started to like come to my profile, and they started to read it, and they started to like it, and they start to vote, and then there's comments and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh my god, like this is turning into something. Like people really like this Dating Cameron Dallas fan fiction. So what is Dating Cameron Dallas about? So it includes a lot of social media people, influencers, mostly YouTubers. So of course it contains Cameron Dallas. But it also contains people like Tina Mojo, Simply Nessa 15. It contains Jack Johnson, Jack Galinsky, Madison Beer, Andrea Kian. I mentioned JC, but he's not really in it. I think that Matthew Espinoza guy, Tila's in it, Eva's in it. It's a lot of social media people that you would know from like the YouTube community. So I included all of them in it, and you know, a lot of people who know those people, they come to read it. And okay, so my main character, her name is Melanie. Melanie's a fake fictional character I made up, okay? But I based my character Melanie off of what Zendaya looks like. So there's pictures of Zendaya just because that's Melanie in my book. So if this was a movie, I would want Zendaya to play Melanie, basically. So, she's the main character. It's really about her and her meeting Cameron Dallas. It's called Dating Cameron Dallas. I wonder what they do in the movie, not movie, I wish it was a movie, book. On my phone, because like I have Wattpad on my phone, and I reread my stories just to keep them fresh in my mind. But in this story, there's setups, there's drama, there's so much drama, people. There is breaking and entering into places that you're not. I think that's probably my favorite chapter, and I'm going to, chapter 22 and 23 are probably one of my favorite chapters. Getting played, there's things like that, there's so much drama, there's fights, there's rules, there's plans. I like Tila, I like Eva. So when you read my story, it's like, oh my gosh, you really must hate Tila and Eva or Madison and Beer. No, it's just a story. It's just me making up characters, personalities, basically, you know? And just what goes, I'm over here saying what goes on the YouTube community, and I, you know, don't really know. But it's what I like to think of what goes on the YouTube community. And so that's what the book is, and I feel like it's really realistic, and I get so many compliments over it, and people really like it, and people are commenting and messaging and stuff like that. So I was just like, okay, cool, this is an awesome book, right? But while writing it and I was getting more people reading, I think I had like 4K, I hit 4K, I was like, wow, you know, I could make a second book to this. And so I was like, you know, that would be super awesome. So I ended the first story, Dating Cameron Dallas, with, I could end it, like that could be it. Or if I want, I could move on and actually do more with that. So I ended the first book. And then, you know, I took a break. I don't know what I was doing. I was really busy in like real life and stuff. And writing it, I was writing it like every day, and I had to get a chapter up every other day. Like it was like that. So I was so happy to take a break, and then I started to get messages on Wattpad. Like I started to get like a bunch of messages, and then people actually like reaching out, like, you know, like, hey, I know you ain't in the story like that, or like, dude, I love this story, or like, you know, I started to get a lot of people asking me like, you got to do a book number 2. I was like, oh my god, like people really like the story, and that like means a lot to me. So basically, with that being said, I did make a book number 2. Can I be straight honest with you guys? I'm actually on book number 3. Book number 3 is actually about to come out next week. Book number 2 is called Choosing Cameron Dallas, and I'm not gonna talk about it in this video. I'm just gonna make a whole new video talking about that book and what's that about and who comes in that story and little things that happens to that. And then the third book, I'm actually not gonna give you the title because I haven't gave my readers the title yet. So, but yeah, it's super huge. I'm super proud of it. I love the story a lot. I think it's realistic. If you guys want to read it, I'm gonna link my Wattpad link stuff below. Please read it. Please tell me what you think about it. Whatever. If you don't like to read, then wait for the movie site, because guess what? There's not gonna be a movie. My trailers. Haha. I did put the trailer on my profile. You can actually go to my profile, or I'm gonna link it below. I'm gonna link Dating Cameron Dallas trailer. I'm linking the Choosing Cameron Dallas trailer as well. My trailers are copyrights. They're not my videos. The music in it's not mine. Everything in that video is, all those videos are not mine. I just put up a trailer, took the videos from something else. A little cheesy. I think one of my friends told me, hey, you know, your trailer was a little cheesy, but it was cute. I was just like, thanks. So yeah. So I really hope you guys want to check that out. Please give me your honest feedback. I think it's cool. Thank you for watching, and that is what Dating Cameron Dallas is basically about, what it contains, who's in it, and what it is, you know? So I'm really proud of the story. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and comment below if you're going to read it, or if you have read it and what you think about it, or if you don't like it, comment below and tell me why you don't like it. Honest feedback, I'm all for it. And then go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. I always forget to tell people to subscribe, so subscribe if you haven't. And then comment, subscribe, thumbs up if you like this video. It's not really like a video, it's just me explaining what my book is. So it's a fan fiction. Thank you. And if you guys are writers, or if you're on Wattpad and you want me to read some of your stories or things like that, please link your information below, and I would love to do that. Yeah, so thanks for watching. See ya later.